remember this theme song from the classic Dora the Explorer. This theme song gives us all nostalgia and takes us back to when we were just little kids sitting in the living room with our pillow pets. Hello, I'm Emily Steller.
And I'm Octavia Claudio.
And welcome back to
Thumpintheories,
where we review crazy fan theories as true or false, so you don't have to. Dora is a classic series that many kids watched in the 2000s, including ourselves. It is about a little girl named Dora that has a talking backpack and a talking map. She explores the world with an audience that helps her solve clues and get through her paths. Dora is accompanied by a monkey named Boots, as well as an antagonist named Swiper. Dora goes on her adventures, and throughout them she stops to ask the audience where something is or what route to take. This leads many to think that Dora has dementia or schizophrenia due to her surreal world of talking objects and her ability to not be aware of her surroundings or where things are. The second theory that we have today is that Dora the Explorer is actually a video game due to the fact that there are computer icons and symbols during the show, as well as all of the riddles and questions that the show displays. The very last theory that we will be talking about today is that Dora's parents are dead and that they were a part of the cartel because of their absence in the show and Dora's constant running. Not only have Octavia and I watched plenty of kids' shows, but we've also done a research over Dora specifically.
By the end of this podcast, we hope that you will be able to give your own opinion on the theory and come up with your own conclusion. Our first theory of today is that Dora has dementia or schizophrenia due to her surreal world of talking objects and her ability to not be aware of her surroundings or where things are. The second theory that we have today is that Dora the Explorer is actually a video game due to the fact that there are computer icons and symbols during the show, as well as all of the riddles and questions that the show displays. The very last theory that we will be talking about today is that Dora's parents are dead and that they were part of the cartel because of her absence in the show and Dora's constant running. The first piece of evidence for the theory that Dora has schizophrenia or dementia is the fact that Dora lives in a surreal world of talking objects.
Sure, many of us think that Boots, Swiper, and Backpack are cool, but why do they act human? As we all know, Dora lives in a world full of talking maps, backpacks, and animals. Boots, for example, is a monkey that acts as Dora's sidekick, and talks and interacts with Dora like a human would. Many speculate that Boots is just another one of Dora's hallucinations, since monkeys can in fact not talk to humans. Another character called Swiper is an antagonist that likes to take stuff from Dora and mess with her when she is exploring. This is not real since Swiper is nothing but a fox and does not have the ability to do this. So what do we think about that?
I don't know. I don't think she has schizophrenia.
I don't either. This is so stupid. I'm sorry. I don't think in any of our episodes yet I've just flat out called something stupid, but this is dumb. This is so...
The schizophrenia.
It's an interactive kids TV show. 3-year-olds are watching this. She says, guys, should I go left or right? And then you pick, because you're 3 and you don't know what you're doing. She doesn't have schizophrenia or dementia. This isn't creepypasta. I don't know why people are getting so deep into it. Dora is fine. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah. I don't know why they're speculating why a monkey's talking when it's a kid's cartoon. No one's ever questioned Oswald or Super Y.
Super Y are human, but...
You know what I mean.
You tell them, Octavia.
Yeah. Or fish hooks.
Oh, I hated fish hooks.
I loved fish hooks. No one ever questioned any of that.
We all know Dora's famous backpack and map, and many speculate that Dora is hallucinating the backpack. Backpack! The backpack loaded up with things and nasty. Anyways, hallucinating the backpack and map talking to her.
I don't think she's hallucinating it, but...
I don't either.
Okay.
Our next piece of evidence today is the fact that Dora is never aware where something is, or the reality of life. Man, that's pretty deep.
Yeah. So, as we all know, Dora asks the audience where to go and where things are. An example of this is, should we go over there, should we go over, under, around, or through? As well as, where's the bridge? Many think that Dora does not have a real sense of how far away objects are, and where she is because she is hallucinating. Throughout the whole show,
Maybe she just needs glasses.
Throughout the whole show, Dora thinks that she is wandering throughout the world, when in reality, many believe that she is in her own fantasy world. In another episode of Dora says that she could see Africa from her Mexican home. This is extremely weird because we all know that this is physically impossible. This leads to the idea that she has problems seeing the relative length of objects due to her hallucinations or dementia.
Okay, crazy thought, but maybe Dora's just stupid.
She's like 4.
Maybe she just has the mental capacity of an actual toddler, okay? Because she is one.
She could see Africa from her Mexican home. Leave her alone. Another point that the Dora Explorer viewers make is that Dora reintroduces herself in every episode, even though she has already met the audience. Girl, that's the whole point.
Yeah, it's a TV show.
That's the whole point of the show.
I know, and... Oh, yawning, hold on. But, I mean, if you think about, like sitcoms, they have the same theme song and introduction. It's just part of a TV show.
Yeah.
Because you gotta know what show you're watching. Like, it's just part of... This is so dumb. Is this even worth talking about? People are reaching.
Now that we have discussed the 2 main pieces of evidence, let's conclude. So, do we think this is Thumpintheories verified?
No.
This is not Thumpintheories verified.
The first piece of evidence for the second theory is that Dora the Explorer's actually a video game, is that there are computer icons and symbols during the show. I would just like to say that I actually kind of agree with this one.
Yeah.
If you're an OG fan of Dora the Explorer, you'd know that in Season 1 and Season 2 of the show, the intro of the show is featured in a bedroom with a desk and the camera moves into the computer screen to begin the show. That used to scare me when I was a kid.
No, I loved it.
I can't explain it, but that intro used to really scare me. I don't like how it was like... So, I'll describe it for you guys if you don't.
Yeah, if you've never seen it.
But Dora is a cartoon, of course. But in the beginning, it pans in like a real bedroom, like a real like girl's bedroom, and then it zooms in on this cartoon computer screen, and it creeped me out. I didn't like the shift from real life to cartoon.
Okay, no.
What?
Like, I thought that was only on DVD. Because I had the DVD versions, like I said in here. But I didn't know that it was... Because wasn't it only DVD?
I don't know, but I remember it being like that, and I didn't watch Dora on DVD.
Oh, I watched Dora on DVD.
I was not that dedicated to Dora. I don't know, but I didn't like it.
Oh.
I think maybe you're thinking, like... Because a lot of, like, DVD intros, like, have, like, kind of interactive screens. Do you know... Not interactive, but...
No, I know. I just wasn't aware that it was like that on TV too. I just thought
No,
it
I'm
was
pretty
only
sure
on
it
DVDs.
is.
Oh. Well, on the DVD version, it, like, just sat there on the computer screen, so you had to press play.
I don't know. Well, I'll have to review this, but I just remember the beginning because it's this real life bedroom, and then it goes into the cartoon on the computer, and it creeped me out. I don't know why. But anyways, not only is this a little suspicious, but whenever Dora asks the audience to find something, a cursor moves, lights up, makes a sound, and is seen selecting where the audience chose. No, yeah, I agree with this.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like it's supposed to feel like that.
Yeah. Because that's how interactive, like Mickey Mouse, like, he
starts,
interacts.
like, the whole intro is that she's in a computer, so why is it not?
I thought it was implied.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a theory.
Yeah.
I thought well, now the intro isn't like that nowadays, but...
No.
So I guess maybe if you haven't
These
seen
kids
it...
gotta be woke.
Don't have DVDs anymore, they got Netflix.
The next piece of evidence that we have to discuss is that there are a variety of riddles and questions displayed in the show.
Another good point that the audience makes is that there is a series of riddles and questions that Dora asks the audience. This can relate to many video games that give you tasks to complete and get you through your journey. Basically, she asks things like I said before, Like, do we go around, through, under? Just giving the audience task. But
as part of the show, like,
yeah,
it's a toddler TV show.
No, why? I don't. The next theory I like, but I don't know why they're conspiracying about her. Like, it. I thought it was implied that it was a video game. Not video game, but like it's supposed to be based.
Yeah.
Like set up.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, Dora's just a video game, but it's supposed to be set up like that.
Yeah.
So now that we have discussed both pieces of evidence, let's conclude. I think that this is Thumpintheories verified.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. This is Thumpintheories verified. The last theory that we are discussing today is that Dora's parents are dead and were in the cartel. The first piece of evidence that we are discussing is the fact that her parents are always absent. Now, I know that this theory is a little brutal, but the audience of Dora Explorer seems to think that it is true. The parents of Dora are barely ever seen in the show. This leads many to think that they are dead. Many think that parents would not allow their 4-year-old child to roam the streets and explore around the world for months. Any good parent knows that this is wrong, which is why the idea that the fact that they are dead makes a lot of sense to the viewers. Many think that Dora's parents were a part of a cartel where they were addicted to drugs and sold Dora to the cartel.
Oh my god.
And they sold Dora to the cartel for the drugs that the parents overdosed on.
I don't even know what to say because I don't know why everybody's coming for Dora. There are no good theories about Dora. And the one theory is just common sense. Dora's parents are not in a drug cartel. And Dora was not sold to the cartel because if she was, she would not have her own TV show. She would have bigger problems than knowing which way to get across the bridge, okay?
No, I think it's a good theory though. It's so funny.
No, it's
like
stupid.
Okay, but it makes sense.
How does this make sense?
I'm not agreeing with it, but there's storyline.
Okay, tell me how it makes sense. Share with the class, Octavia.
I will. Okay, so basically you have Dora and her parents, right? Her parents. Obviously Dora's only 4 and they're letting her roam outside, so there's something wrong with them, so they have to be on drugs.
Doesn't she live with her grandma or something?
I don't know. Why would I know that?
Okay, first of all, just because your children are roaming doesn't mean you're on drugs. Second of all, think about every other kid's TV show you've ever seen in your life. Tell me where their parents are.
In the house.
No. We never know where the parents are. I couldn't tell you why.
Wait, name one TV show. I can't.
Max and Ruby. Where are Max and Ruby's parents?
The parents are dead.
You don't know that. They never tell you where the parents are in the show.
Exactly, they're dead. And Ruby's taking care of Max.
So we're not. They must be in the drug cartel. They must be.
No, because Max and Ruby are actually in a house and they're not running for their lives.
Okay,
Max is just busy making dirt cakes.
Max doesn't talk, so he's probably traumatized because his parents are in the drug cartel. Boom, roasted.
No, he's traumatized because his parents are dead.
Or dead.
Anyways.
Because they were killed by the drug cartel.
Anyways, let me connect the dots for you. Basically, Dora's parents are on some drugs, okay? Dora's traumatized. That's why she's just going through this mental instability, which is why people think she is schizophrenic because
enlighten me, please.
No, because since she's traumatized, she's just addicted to all these drugs. That's why she's just having these hallucinations, okay? And her parents sold Dora to the drug cartel. And they died because they overdosed from those drugs that they sold.
Quit talking to me like this is common sense.
And then she ran off. And now she's on the run and she needs the audience's help.
Exactly. So true, bestie.
Exactly.
So true, King. You're so right.
I know. It makes sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Our next piece of evidence today is that Dora is constantly running. We all know that the whole idea of Dora the Explorer is that she's exploring the world with the audience. But many think that Dora was sold to a cartel and has been on the run, which explains her adventures in every episode.
Exactly.
Maybe the girl just wants some exercise.
For years on end.
She's got those American Girl doll ankles. Maybe she's just trying to...
And then she finds a castle with another princess.
Sounds like a whole nother thing.
She's just on the run from the cartel.
That princess must have been captured by the cartel.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. What about Diego? Is Diego part of the cartel?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
No, I think he's working for him, honestly.
That's what I just said.
Oh.
And then you said no.
Oh, I thought you meant captured.
No, I said, is he working for the cartel?
No.
Oh.
And I think that's why George can talk, because...
Who's George? Oh, dude.
I think that's why Boots...
Is Curious George also in the drug cartel?
Yeah. So is the guy in the yellow hat.
Oh, yeah.
So I just think that I can see where they're coming from, but it's not true.
This is not Thumping Theories verified. No. I single-handedly will answer this one and say that it is not.
It's not Thumping Theories verified.
Our special guest opinion today is none other than Brooke Wagner. Brooke says, I absolutely think that Dora's parents are dead and that they were part of the cartel. Why do you think she travels so much? She's staying away from ICE and trying to find her parents even though they're already dead.
See, Brooke is connecting the dots, and Brooke sees. Dora's on drugs, she's running from the cartel.
Apparently she's going to Africa.
Yeah. From Mexico. It's probably the Mexican cartel. That makes sense. The cartel in Mexico.
I don't know what other cartel you've been referring to this entire time, but...
Well, they're not only Mexican cartels, there's white people cartels, there's African cartels.
But we're in Mexico! Like,
we don't know where she's at. She's with monkeys and foxes.
The whole point of the show is that she lives in Mexico and is teaching kids Spanish. That's the whole entire show, Octavia. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. And we just talked earlier about how she lives in Mexico and is somehow seeing Africa.
Maybe that's her destination. Oh my god, no. What if the cartel put her parents in Mexico and holding them captured there? So
she's in Mexico.
Oh, I meant in Africa. So she's like, oh my god, like, I can see it from there, because she's almost...
You know what, Octavia, I've never heard truer words.
Exactly.
This is...
Brooke gets it. Brooke says she's running from ICE, so... Guess she's running from that, and not the cartel. Wait, no. Yeah. I don't know, I think if you just put the pieces together...
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think Brooke just has a point, you know?
We actually had another guest state their opinion for us today, and that was Aaron Steller. So, Aaron said that they do not agree with Dora being in the drug cartel for obvious reasons. And Aaron also kind of doesn't agree that it's set up like a video game, or a computer game. Which, I mean, I guess is a video game.
Yep. We disagree with Aaron because if Aaron was an OG Dora watcher, Aaron would know.
The intro.
Yeah. But obviously Aaron doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron was too busy watching Robot Chicken.
As a child, yeah.
And wasn't watching enough Dora.
Mm-hmm. Simply, yeah.
Yeah. Which is why it surprises me that Aaron doesn't think that Dora's a part of the cartel. So, we just find that really interesting that Aaron thinks that, and then Brooke thinks...
Who's we? You think it's interesting that Aaron doesn't agree with the cartel. I don't.
I'm talking about everything that Aaron said.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, we also think that it's interesting that Brooke thinks that the parents are a part of the cartel and that Dora's running from ICE.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
After listening to this podcast, I hope that you can come up with your own conclusions to the theories we shared and have more come to your mind. Our first theory we discussed today was that Dora has dementia or schizophrenia due to her surreal world of talking objects and her ability to not be aware of her surroundings or where things are. The second theory that we had today was that Dora the Explorer is actually a video game due to the fact that there are computer icons and symbols during the show, as well as all the riddles and questions that the show displays. The very last theory that we have talked about today is that Dora's parents are dead and that they were a part of the cartel because of their absence in the show and Dora's constant running. With this being said, we hope that the next time you watch Dora the Explorer, you think, why does she have no parents and why can she communicate with objects? Thank you for listening to
Thumpintheories!